Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Smith. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down and 4, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Smith now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Myers' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
The slot man in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The Cardinals at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56, Mike, 56.
To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Cottrell down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A nice gain at 21 yards. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And this throw will be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Cottrell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Second and 10. Here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cottrell, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flushed out right. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Geno's going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. This is taken in by McBride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. A final shot before half for Murray. This one swung out to Williams. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm on. 56, number 2. 56, check 56. Watch twist.
Murray now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Murray now. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Three yards remain for 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Murray to air it out again. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Thank you.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Room here to run. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. That is caught at the 7. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Williams will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Prater for the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now Geno sliding out of the pocket. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
6 yards left on second down.
Throwing now is Geno.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Smith now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.